Hello, Ramley and other NFL family. I'm Peo Time, and I want to show a clip from the Heed the Call podcast that features Jordan Rodriguez, one of the best reporters that covers the Los Angeles Rams.
Shocker. Jordan's going to talk about the Rams. Okay, so I actually want to offer two slightly different counterpoints to the idea that the Rams are loading up specifically to go after a quarterback in the 2026 draft.
Yeah.
One, they may not even have one of these picks ahead of the trade deadline, depending on how their own season and Atlanta's season is going.
Preach.
If they're winning a lot and Atlanta is winning a lot, they may trade it for a star who can help them go on a playoff run because that pick would be lower. If Atlanta is not winning or they look shaky, they'll keep the pick. I also would not rule out anything with this team, including stockpiling up to get a rookie. But the other reason counterpoint I wanted to offer is that I actually don't have much proof that Sean McVay can develop and has the patience to develop a rookie quarterback long term.
Yep.
And there's a level of understanding and information that he's grown accustomed to with Matthew Stafford over the last few years, a level of pace that he's used to working at. And it'll be tough to be the guy who comes after Stafford, and there are only a few who could actually legitimately do it. So I don't think it's actually out of the realm of possibility that they look at a post-Matthew Stafford world with a player that's currently in the league and potentially stockpiling those picks to trade for said player. In the offseason, the Rams think they fixed their run defense, signing Poona Ford, Ty Hamilton, a draft pick will back him up. And also, I say this every year, but folks, this might really be the year. More 12 personnel. I do think they're going to do it in that 11.5 personnel fashion with Terrence Ferguson, who was Sean McVay's favorite player in the draft this year, that they would have drafted at 26 if Atlanta hadn't have come up and traded with them. A couple of other teams also wanted to come up and get a quarterback. I'm going over. I know that. It'll still be 11.5 personnel, but I think Terrence Ferguson is going to play more of that like power slot role that they love to run their offense through in the past.
All right, I'll stop it there. If you want to go check out the full episode of Heed the Call, I'll put a link in the description below. But that clip specifically, I want to just unpack a little bit because Jordan brings up some amazing points that, I'll be honest, I didn't really consider. I definitely did consider that the Rams might not be trying to get a quarterback in the draft next year. And Jordan brings up a really good point is, does Sean McVay have the patience and the desire to develop a rookie quarterback? He is largely, attributed to helping Jared Goff develop as a quarterback and Jared Goff is definitely a well-established starting quarterback in the NFL with the Lions. Sure, he did have a bit of a, falling out, if you will, with McVay, but he's still a productive quarterback, and he was productive with the Rams. But given the relationship of McVay and Stafford and how relational of a head coach Sean McVay is, I don't know if he could draft a quarterback like Arch Manning or someone else coming out of college, right? And for all the Ram fans out there that are like, no, you trade the farm, we want Arch Manning, things like that. Jordan brings up some really good counterpoints here that we maybe have to consider. And I'll admit, I'm one of those people that when the Falcons made that trade with the Rams, and I'm like, if Arch Manning is available and maybe the Falcons have a really bad season, or maybe the Rams have to trade up some capital to go and get someone like Arch Manning. I mean, I see the jersey, I see the highlights, I get it. There's a lot of hype behind the guy. But maybe Jordan's onto something that when Stafford does decide to retire, maybe the quarterback that they would view as their successor is already in the league. And I heard rumors that the Rams will try to trade for Joe Burrow when he has a falling out with the Bengals for being too cheap or things like that. I think Joe Burrow's okay, given that his two top wide receivers just got paid. But I do think that Jordan brings up some really good points here, specifically about the Rams' plan for those draft picks. And if you listen to the press conference from the draft with Les Snead and McVay, they both kind of attribute to the Falcons made us this trade offer and the value is just so good. We couldn't refuse it, right? I don't think it was their intentions going into the draft thinking, okay, we got to come out of this draft with 2 first-round picks in 2026. So that's kind of just a couple of my thoughts on it. I would love to hear yours in the comments below. I know that the Rams will not tank. That is not something Sean McVay has in his in his heart, in his mind. There is not an ounce of Sean McVay that wants to tank for a pick or something like that. What would be interesting is if the Rams are in a position to get a rookie quarterback with a notable name, Arch Manning. Is there a brewing discrepancy between, you know, ownership and management and McVay, right? Because let's make it clear, Sean McVay is a superstar head coach. There are, like, almost every other team in the league would love to have a Sean McVay, right? They want Sean McVay. And I don't think that the Rams want to do anything to tick Sean McVay off, and they would only do a rookie quarterback situation if Sean McVay is on board with it. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And again, I'm not saying that the Rams are going to get Arch Manning, but as a fan, you can't help but dream. You can't help but, you know, speculate. So anyway, Jordan, you're awesome. Thanks for covering the team and all your hard work that you do with the Rams. Make sure to go check her out on Heed the Call. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. And feel free to check out some of my other videos and like and subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Tomorrow night, I will be having a live stream with some other Rams content creators, and we will be drafting Rams Legends. Really excited about it. Feel free to check it out either live or on the replay. Have a good one, everyone.